Good morning, children. Today, this is module 3 of chapter matrices. Let me discuss about operations on matrices. Operations on matrices. First is addition of two matrices. Addition of two matrices. How we add two matrices? Let us take one example. A is 1 2 0 5 and B is 3 4 minus 1 2. Let A and B be two matrices of same order. The order of A is 2 by 2 and order of B 2 by 2. Then how we will add these matrices? A plus B will be 1 2 0 5 plus 3 4 minus 1 2. This will be the addition of corresponding elements. See, 1 3 2 4 0 minus 1 5 2. We will add the corresponding elements of both the matrices. Therefore, the result of A plus B will be 1 plus 3 4 2 plus 4 6 0 minus 1 minus 1 and 5 plus 2 7. And this is a matrix of 2 by 2. It means if two matrices do not have the same order, then addition is not possible. Okay, like this we will add two matrices. Now next is scalar multiple to a matrix. If A is a matrix, can we find out 3A? Or can we multiply a matrix by a scalar? And how we multiply? See, let A be a matrix 1 3 2 4. Then what will be 3A? This is 3 into A, 2 4. We will multiply this 3 by all elements and this will become 3 into 1 3, 3 into 3 9, 3 into 2 6, 3 into 4 12. This is scalar multiple of a matrix. Second, next is difference of two matrices. Let A be a matrix 1 3 2 5 and B be another matrix minus 2 4 3 1. Then what will be A minus B? A minus B means A plus minus 1 B. Okay, or simple we will do A minus B is equal to 1 3 2 5 minus B minus 2 4 3 1. We will subtract the corresponding elements of matrix B from matrix A. This will become 1 minus minus 2. It means 1 plus 2. 3. 3 minus 4 minus 1. 2 minus 3 minus 1 and 5 minus 1 4. This is the difference of two matrices. And this is only possible when both the matrices are of same order. Otherwise, difference is not possible. Now, see properties of matrix addition. Properties of matrix addition. Number one, let A and B be two matrices, then A plus B will be equal to B plus A. This is commutative law. It means addition of matrices is commutative. Second is associative. Let A, B, C be three matrices, then A plus B plus C matrices will be equal to A plus B plus C. This rule is known as associative rule or associative property. Okay. Third is additive identity. Existence of additive identity. What is additive identity? It means if we have a matrix A and we add another matrix in matrix A, so that the result will become same matrix A. It means we will add 0 matrix or 0 plus A equal to A. Then null matrix or 0 matrix is the additive identity for a given matrix A, and that exists. I told you, if A is a matrix of order 2 by 2, of order 2 by 2, then the additive identity for this matrix will become this matrix 0. Okay. Existence of additive inverse. Existence of additive inverse. Number 4. Let A be a matrix. Then if I add a matrix in given matrix, so that the sum of these two matrices will become additive identity, it means will become 0, then matrix this minus A is additive inverse of A, and that also exists. Okay. For example, let A be a matrix. Can you write minus A? We can take minus common from here, and this will become minus 1, minus 3, minus 2, minus 5. Okay. Like this, we can do the questions on the basis of addition, subtraction and multiplication by a scalar to a matrix. Now next is multiplication. Multiplication of matrices. Multiplication of matrices. How we multiply two matrices? Let a student X has 3 books and 5 notebooks, and another student Y has 2 books and 6 notebooks. They have purchased these items. The cost, or we can say rate, of book rupees 50 per book, and rate of notebook rupees 30 per notebook. Then question is how much amount they will pay, how much amount X will pay, how much amount Y will pay. How we will find out? See, we know that rate of book, one book 50 rupees. If I ask you to find the amount paid by X, and that will become 3 into 50 plus 5 into 30, and this will become 150 plus 150, 300, and Y will pay 2 into 50 plus 6 into 30, and this will become 100 plus 180, or we can say 280 rupees. We have found out without using matrices. Now by using matrix multiplication, how we find out this? See, we will write this information in a matrix, and we can make a matrix A. This is 3, 5 and 2, 6. Okay, and we can make another matrix B for the rates. The rate of book is 50 and rate of notebook is 30, 50, 30. Why we have made this a column matrix? Why we have not construct row matrix? See, the order of this matrix is 2 by 2, and order of this matrix is 2 by 1. Okay, if we multiply these matrices A into B, 3, 5, 2, 6, 50 and 30. Let us see whether we will get same or not. This will become 3 into 50 plus 5 into 30. Okay, we got the same for X, and for Y 2 into 50 plus 6 into 30. We got the same. Therefore, we have observed that if we will multiply any two matrices only when the number of columns of first matrix is equal to the number of rows of second matrix. Okay, again you see, the matrix multiplication is possible only when the number of rows of first matrix, number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of second matrix. And now see the order of this matrix. What is order of this matrix? Order of this matrix is 1, 2, 2 rows and 1 column, 2 by 1. This 2 by 1. This will be the order of resultant matrix. Now see, in general, if we multiply any two matrices, then is it possible? Always? No. Let A be a matrix of order m by n, and B be a matrix of order p by q. Then matrix multiplication is possible if we want to find out AB if n equal to p. N is number of columns of matrix A, first matrix, and number of rows of second matrix are equal. Then multiplication is possible. So first of all, we will have to see whether the number of columns of first matrix and number of rows of second matrix are same. Then we can multiply, otherwise multiplication is not possible. And the order of this resultant matrix will be m by q. M by q. This is the rule for matrix multiplication. Now see one example of matrix multiplication. Let A be a matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 0. The order of this matrix is 3 by 2. Then we will take another matrix of order 2 by any number, so that number of columns of this matrix will be equal to number of rows of this matrix. It means in this matrix we will have 2 rows, 3, 2, 1, 5. Okay, so this matrix is of order 2 by 2. Now we will see whether multiplication is possible. Yes, because these are equal, and the resultant matrix will be of order 3 by 2. Therefore, AB will be. Now see how we will multiply. See here, the resultant matrix will be of order 3 by 2. It means it will contain 3 rows and 2 columns. 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 2 columns like this. Or we can write A11, A12, A21, A22, A31, A32, 3 by 2. We will get this type of matrix. Okay. Now we will find out these elements. How we will find out? See. First of all, we will find out A11. We will multiply We can write these matrices here first of all. 3, 4, 2, 0 and 2, 2, 1, 5. We will write the matrix A11 means first the first row of first matrix and first column of first matrix, this and corresponding elements 1 into 2, 1 into 2 plus 2 into 1. Okay. Now A12, 1, 2, 1 into 2 plus 2 into 5. Now A21, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3 into 2 plus 4 into 1. Okay. A22, 2, 2, 3 into 2 plus 4 into 5. Now A31, 3, 1, 2 into 2 plus 0 into 1. Okay. A32, 3, 2, 2 into 2 plus 0 into 5. This is the resultant matrix of A into B. Okay, thank you.